This is Mission Control Houston. This view of the shuttle Discovery from the Russian space station Mir, the first view of Discovery through television being provided from the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow. Commander Charlie Precourt continues to fly Discovery from the aft flight deck at a rate of about 1/10 of a foot per second in closure and nose forward maneuver, which should enable Discovery to link up to the Mir at 11:58 a.m. Central Time.
Отличная картинка, спасибо.
Again, we have a beautiful picture of you approaching Mir. Compliments of Mir.
Discovery inching its way up towards a docking with the Mir space station. Now this close-up view of the orbiter docking system. It is powered up and poised for contact and capture.
Солдат, выбери 14-й формат.
Выбираю. F-14.
Там в правом нижнем углу у тебя кинетические моменты должны быть.
В правом нижнем углу?
Да.
А что интересует?
Какие сейчас там значения у тебя?
H, Y и Z?
Да.
Они меняются постоянно.
Ну,
причем резко.
Уменьшаются, да?
Да нет.
A good view down the barrel of the orbiter docking system. Its capture latches and flanges ready to structurally mate to the Mir space station's docking module upon contact and capture.
Отлично наблюдаем опас.
Contact and capture, Houston.
Copy.
Docking and capture confirmed.
Looks beautiful, Houston. Just beautiful.
It looked beautiful from here. Masterful flying.
For the 9th and final time, an American space shuttle is mated to a Russian space station on-time docking for Commander Charlie Precourt.
Так, ну что, ребят, ожидаем прекращения колебаний и закрытия группов.
Discovery, Mir is in free drift.
Вас поздравляем. Принято, готовы. Вели съемку на разработку. Набрал S-02. And Houston, we're maneuvering.
And Discovery, we see that, and once again, congratulations on an outstanding rendezvous and an historical 9th docking with Mir. It was beautiful to watch from down here. You have a very light touch. We really enjoyed the whole thing. Congratulations.
And Houston, how are we coming?
Discovery Houston, Charlie, you have a go to open the hatch.
Можешь вам на УКВ перейти? Коля, Талгат, можешь вам на УКВ перейти? УКВ-1.
С удовольствием! Талгат, привет! Привет тебе! Привет! Как сравнить тебе? Отлично! Заходи! Привет! Eddie, how you doing, bud? Eddie! Welcome back to me. Way to go, bud! Get everybody in here! Good to see you! It's Fred! Отлично! Welcome aboard. Watch out. Так, что ты здесь продвигайтесь. Давайте вперед. Забыли. Houston, it's in here, but we just about got everybody in. Good to see you again.
And you did a great job. We're really enjoying seeing this reunion.
Well, we're really glad we made it in time for the downlink.
And we can see that Valery is pretty happy to be back on a Russian space station after about 18 years.
Well, you can say that again. Вот камера. Вот так, давай. Молодец. Сюда, на свет. На свет. Вот так. Вот так. Смотри. Нормально. Отлично. А уйти отлично.
This footage on NASA television, a videotape replay of a video shot earlier in the flight. Mission Specialist 4 Valery Rumin moving through the Mir space station. This replay coming down through the Altair system to the Russian mission control and now being fed to NASA television.
Нету. И с НИПа говорят тоже, на НИП звук не приходит. Телевидение есть, картинка.
На НИП звук не приходит. Ну тогда что, я не знаю, я, конечно, эту кассету верну с собой, а вы просто это посмотрите без комментариев на предмет. Основная задача была показать, какая все-таки загруженность станция и что, где лежит или не лежит, а просто вот находится, чтобы вы это дело понимали. А я эту кассету верну с собой, и мы тогда ее разберем более подробно. Хорошо?
Принято.
Ну, вы пока вот посмотрите, как там можно прорезать, не можно. Значит,
да,
как пальто. Ну, в общем, вы, правда, снимали безо всякого сценария, просто по ходу шли и снимали. Здесь, конечно, нужны комментарии, потому что без комментариев она немая. Но вы все-таки посмотрите, наверное, кто-то поймет. А кассету я привезу с собой. Окей?
Хорошо. Смотрим внимательно.
Есть.
I'm going to pass the mic first to Franklin. Since we're on the mid-deck beamer, what we've got here is, of course, all of our living space and a lot of the experiments that we've been working on. And we thought that with the 5 or 10 minutes that we had, we could show you a little bit of what each person's been doing and how we're headed towards coming home. Franklin, of course, has been working on AMS, and we set up his gear for AMS in the corner right behind me. So what I'll do is hand him the microphone. We'll start with him. We'll go around to each of us and let everybody talk about what's been going on in the experiments here. And I will grab the camera off the wall and kind of give you a little closer up view of just what each of us is doing here.
So, Beamer, as you can see, the AMS equipment lives right in this cave as we go into our way to the tunnel. You can see all the equipment set up right now. All the tapes are here, and a bunch of other equipment for personal hygiene and other necessities. Let me pass the microphone along to Don. Hi, Beamer. We're going to go over into the corner underneath the galley and just show you where we had all the CWC fills hooked up. I think we transferred just a baker's dozen of those to the Mir. Each one of these bags carries about 100 pounds of water, so we gave them between 12 and 1,300 pounds. There's a couple of different cables attached to take water samples, and it deionizes the water as well. And then another thing that I'm going to be working on in another day or so is the combustion experiment that's underneath the mid-deck lockers. And we're going to burn a couple polycarbonate samples and hopefully see what those burn like in zero-G and maybe gather some more info. And this is the 10th and last flight of the SSCE experiment. And next is going to be Wendy.
Charlie's going to pan back around again, and we can show you what one of the bags looks like that we carried up on the mid-deck. There are actually 4 of these beasts strapped to the wall. Most of these bags were filled with items that we took over to Mir, and now we're in the process of slowly but surely filling all these bags with the items that Andy's bringing back from Mir, primarily as the results of his science experiments. You can see that these bags were quite a challenge to deal with right after MECO during post-insertion, and this is the wave of the future for those of the ISS crews who are watching today. We'll have lots of words to pass on to you about good tips of dealing with these bags. And who's going to be next? I think Andy's going to show his cold experiment.
Roger that, Andy. You got about 4 more minutes.